On the server, create a new file called bank and give it a .php extension, then open it in your code editor. This file will operate very much like a regular HTML file, except it will be able to process PHP code in addition to HTML. Like any HTML page, we'll start with a doc type, the head, a title, and the body of our page. In the head, we're going to start writing our PHP code. We're building the logic of our application, which is going to calculate how much change is in our hypothetical piggy bank. The very first thing we need to do is essentially enter PHP mode using the PHP start tag, which is a less than sign followed by a question mark and the letters PHP. Now that we're in PHP land, we'll create some variables that will keep track of how much each coin in our bank is worth. All PHP variables start with a $sign. The equal sign allows us to assign a value to the variable. Notice how we end each line with a semicolon, which indicates the end of the command. We'll also use the pound sign to create a PHP comment, which is just a note for yourself that won't actually be interpreted by the PHP processor. Next, we'll use variables again to define how many of each coin is in the bank. Now for some math. We'll create another variable called total and write out an equation to add up how much change is in the piggy bank based on the value of the coins and how many coins there are. That's all there is to it for the logic aspect of our application. So end this block of PHP with the closing PHP tag, which is a question mark and a greater than sign. Back in HTML land, let's code out what should display on the page. We'll throw in our logo, and below that, we want to display the results from the PHP code above. To do this, we can go back into PHP mode and use a command called echo, which will print whatever value was stored in the total variable. Let's save this file and load it in the browser to make sure it works. Looks good. You can play around with the values to see how this impacts your results.